All right, we should be live now, man. I hope I fixed it because we finna start reacting. Cause I ain't got the patience to try to fix it. For mm, damn, what am I finna react to? Oh, mm, shit, my bad. Hold on, shit. I think we finally did it. My bad, Jack. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got shit working, chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got shit working, chat. Fuck it. I'm back and I'm better. Yo, what's up, though? Like, welcome to the stream. We chilling. We finna be reacting. And we just getting lit, you know? Hold on. I'm posting something real quick on my story. It can't be two links on one? Nah, I'm gonna have my Twitch, you know, I ain't gonna flip. So I don't put it there. No, like, who are you, bro? Nah, but we lit though. We chillin', we live, we lit though. One thing, trying to put in that work, check. Hold on, did I post that story yet? Yeah, just posted it. We finna start reacting, chat. You just wait. Arms, bro. Arms hurt, no doubt. We just waiting. Uh, Body cam, TikTok rapper Slime get him arrested with Glock switch. Oh nah, is that wildin'? Yo, I ain't trying to get in DC politics, but I heard. Damn, I think I heard that nigga. I think I heard Slime get him get his poster. I mean, maybe I'm lying. Or nah, I don't know if it was Slime get him. The one that got his gun to. I don't think it was. But I heard a lot of niggas getting their gun took over there. Slime get him. Glock switch. Like the Glock and the switch, or he got caught with just the switch? Oh nah, Slime get him ain't the one getting his gun took. I think. Pretty sure. It's the nigga that he beef with that got his gun took. Provider. Hey, we in the goddamn field, nigga. Big business, nigga. You know what's going on, nigga. Hello, Mello is on, nigga. So we just chilling. Bitch. Top cash with this shit. Nike. Bitch, Nike. Nigga, I'm kidding everybody here. 5KK, nigga. Hey, y'all fucked up this rap, man. I hope you know this shit. His ass
Red ass nigga name, I'm up to right. It's a bird, it's a plane. Nigga, it's a bullet. It's a bullet. Boy, nigga play shit shot through his door. Open his ass up just like a door.
Let me stop playing though. Why did I look stop though? Texas twins ambushed and killed a man who robbed and stripped him on camera. Ooh! Nah, that's crazy though. You gotta crash out after that. Now let's react to the most scariest videos, chat. Oh shit. My bad, chat.
Before we watch this, we need to watch something funny first.
Never laid eyes on.
Alright, chat.
Don't do it. I'm not. Do you have to? Actually, yeah. You're not just for the straight people. Alright, what's the craziest date you've ever been on? I spent like 60 grand in 1 week and on this girl just to get laid, and it didn't work. What?
That was JoJo Siwa saying that too. That's crazy. Talking about she spent 60 on a girl just to crack and it didn't work. Like, what are you doing? 60 banks? She robbed you, gang. She robbed you. She robbed you and ain't got away. She robbed you and got away. You was doing all that just to crack. It's a problem. Problem with these bitches and niggas, man. Y'all cook. Trying to do shit that you not capable of.
Extending his body as far as it could go in order to grab his equipment, when suddenly the seat's folding mechanism was engaged, causing it to collapse into its storage position, taking Kyle with it.
Nah, 60 bands is crazy work though. Like, JoJo Siwa? What? She's gay? Anyways. I thought, wasn't she on, I thought that was a Disney person, man. What the fuck happened to that girl, man? Last time I heard of that girl, she was on a music video kissing another girl. I didn't know that was real though. I didn't know she was really like that.
He couldn't hear anything given how far away he was from the device, but he stated as clearly as he could that he was in dire need of help. Due to the position he was stuck in, he was already struggling to breathe, and he knew he was likely not going to survive much longer, which he made very clear to the operator.
She's black or boot.
Less than 1 minute later, the call would cut out. In the recording, Kyle clearly portrayed to the operator where he was, that he couldn't hear her, and that his life was in danger, which prompted her to immediately send a patrol car over to the school in search of him. Though, inexplicably, she never told the officers that Kyle believed he was going to die.
Chat, I wish y'all can see the screen so y'all don't gotta look at me all day.
Not understanding how dire the situation was, the officers that pulled up to the scene didn't even bother to stop the car. Instead, they simply drove throughout the parking lot, unsure of what car was Kyle's. They didn't even bother to turn down their music or crack a window. Seemingly being more interested in the types of cars that other students were driving.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day. One note. What a messed up.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Every mom deserves to eat some fruit that wasn't on the floor.
As officers continued their half-hearted search, another phone call would be made to 911. It was Kyle, whose tone was now drastically different.
I probably don't have much time left to tell my mom that I love her if I die. This is not a joke.
After Kyle says his goodbyes, he tries one more time to relay what was happening, this time providing the parking lot he was in, along with the exact make and model of his car.
This is not a joke. I'm trapped inside my boat, trying to hide to them in the software parking lot of 7 Hills Back. Send officers immediately. I'm almost dead.
At this point, officers were still in the parking lot looking for him. Help was literally just a few feet away, and on top of this, the operator was also able to get a ping from Kyle's phone, which gave coordinates to his exact location, within just 5 to 10 feet of his vehicle. And yet, the dispatcher never passed this information along.
Oh, what?
As Kyle remained on the line fighting for his life, the officers on the scene would pull out of the parking lot, close their reports, and carry on with their day.
Oh, nah. Talking about they'll close the report and go on with their day.
He gave all the information. He gave everything that you need. He said every specific thing. Dude, like, bro. I don't understand. Like, at that point, why wouldn't you call your parents? Maybe call your parents and tell them all that information. And then,
stating, "I don't see nobody," which I didn't imagine I would. With this line making it apparent that those involved with the case never actually believed this situation was real, and instead viewed it all as a hoax. Just minutes later, Kyle would go quiet, and the phone would disconnect for a final time.
How was that?
It would take 6 hours for that trunk to be opened, and not by the police, but instead by Kyle's father, who had no idea that any of this had taken place, seeking out his son's vehicle only to find Kyle flipped upside down in the trunk. He had been dead for hours. Despite the circumstances, Kyle did everything right. He remained calm, he was respectful, and he described exactly where he was and what his car looked like. And yet, he never really bothered to take his case seriously, instead believing that this was all just a prank. And had the dispatcher simply relayed how serious the situation was, and had these officers just gotten out of their car to look more thoroughly, Kyle Plush most likely would have survived. As a result of the mishandling of Kyle's case, his parents, Jill and Ron, were awarded a $6 million settlement with the city of Cincinnati. Though even more importantly for the couple, they vowed to do their part to assure that mishandled 911 calls of this nature never happen again, as they've gone on to consult with various emergency call centers to tell Kyle's story, somehow taking this horrible accident and selflessly turning it into something positive for the rest of society. Today, these phone calls remain relics of a grave error made by law enforcement, and a life that never should have been lost, with these recordings now being forever immortalized in the internet.
Nigga be old, papa. Sorry, chat, but I'm sorry. Smoking big doobie. Smoking big Snoopy, chat. I'm sorry.
all the information needed and it still wasn't relayed. That, whoever that operator is, and that cop, I don't know how the fuck you live with yourselves. I don't know how the fuck you live with yourselves.
Using computer graphics. We got the planet game.
16 years old. 16 years old.
It's April 4th, 2020. A man living in Baltimore, Maryland, goes live on his Facebook page, announcing that tonight would be another one of his famous game nights. At this time, the COVID lockdown was in
game night this Wednesday and Sunday, 2 times this week. New Super Mario Brothers is dropping. Mario Party. Sorry.
What is he talking about?
Wilson and his friends. This didn't stop them from having a good time. Ernest often hosted parties featuring childhood games like Monopoly and Uno, adding in his adult flair by turning them into drinking games, with one game in particular being top of mind that night: hide and seek. The evening began with Ernest inviting his Facebook friends to the function, letting them know that this time the game night would be held at an Airbnb rather than in his home, though he never gave out the address, as this was a closed invitation event, which he made very clear on his page. Please don't show up with nobody I didn't personally invite if we didn't discuss it first. They're going to get left outside. Ernest took this so seriously that at one point he even called out one of his viewers, stating outright that they were not allowed to show up under any circumstances.
You're not invited. You're not pulling up on me. The person who just joined. If you're still watching, you're not invited. Because you don't fucking listen. I'm gonna bang you in your mouth next time.
However, it was never revealed.
I'm gonna bang you in your mouth, my friend? What kind of friend is that? Never heard someone say that my whole life. I'm gonna bang you in your mouth. That's insane.
He said that shit
That's
zesty.
kind of hot, says Seth B in the chat. Seth B, how about I print out your chat logs and go show your parents, bro? That'd be hot.
Who exactly this person was, or why Ernest expressed such hostility towards them. From there, Ernest would start and stop his live stream a few different times, showing the progression of the party, which ended up with a decent turnout.
Decent turnout. There's 3 people dancing in a kitchen.
And by 2 a.m., with there being no signs of slowing down, it was time for the main event.
At HEB, we bring you more fresh seafood than anyone else.
Oh, I've seen this actually. I've seen this. Cause some nigga jumped the gate. Some nigga jumped the gate and he thought it was one of the hiders being drunk as fuck. And that nigga killed that nigga.
If it's fresh,
Probably a op. Op knew he was gonna be that. Somebody gave up the load.
It's time to smile again.
Somebody posted up the load while drunk.
How to play hide and seek. This was the caption for Ernest's final live stream of the night, which shows his group of friends preparing to play the game, turning off all the lights in the house before Ernest himself steps outside, assuming the role of the seeker, beginning his countdown as the camera keeps rolling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm sorry, Jen.
10, 11, 12, 13. I can hear y'all. 14, 15. I can see y'all. 16, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Because I'm tired of fucking counting. Ready or not, here I come.
After a long 30 seconds, it was time to find his friends, with Ernest starting a search inside the home.
Anybody in the bathroom? All right. Is that?
Until he notices something.
Next time, they want y'all hands. I'm on your ass.
According to Ernest, someone was trying to get in through the front door, unaware that he had just locked it, and assuming that this was one of the people he was looking for, he took off to the backyard, thinking that's where he would find them. And sure enough, he did.
1, 2, 3, Who the f is that, G? Get your dumb phone off the side of this gate. Who the fuck?
Ernest flips the camera around, revealing a man hopping over a gate to the backyard. He had no idea who this person was, but he seemed to assume that they were likely just trying to get into the party, not really taking it too seriously, hence his joking attitude. Though his attitude would soon shift drastically.
Hey, Todd! Come sit down! Hey!
In this moment, Ernest's live stream cuts off, and he would never go live again. According to those at the party, this unknown man hopped the fence and brandished a gun, stating that he was there to rob the place, being followed by one other person whom the group also failed to recognize. Ernest tried his best to run, but was eventually caught in the house, where after a few minutes, and for reasons unknown, the man seen hopping the fence fired his weapon, striking Ernest twice and ending his life. The killers quickly fled the scene without harming anyone else, or seemingly without even taking anything. The footage is highly disturbing, knowing that we're witnessing the final moments of a man who was just having some fun with his friends. But what makes this so much darker is that we have no idea who this person is, or why they did what they did. Even after 4.5 years, Ernest Wilson's killers have yet to be identified. Detectives working on the case have theorized that this was likely a robbery gone wrong, potentially spurred on by Ernest's posting habits. As to put it bluntly, he was a drug dealer, as on his Facebook page he often showed off huge amounts of his product. Did what they did. Even after 4.5 years, Ernest Wilson's killers have yet to be identified.
What?
Detectives working on the case have theorized that this was likely a robbery gone wrong, potentially spurred on by Ernest's posting habits. As to put it bluntly, he was a drug dealer, as on his Facebook. Detectives working on the case have theorized that this was likely a robbery gone wrong, potentially spurred on by Ernest's posting habits. As to put it bluntly, he was a drug dealer. As on his Facebook page, he often showed off huge amounts of his product, including during a live stream he did on the very day of this party. And also on the same day, Ernest had made a post about how much cash he had on him, essentially putting a target on his back. Online, in a live stream he did on the very day of this party, and also on the same day, Ernest had made a post about how much cash he had on him, essentially putting a target on his back. Online, some have theorized that this botched robbery may have been committed by the person that entered Ernest's live stream earlier that night, and caused him to have that intense reaction.
You're not pulling up on me because you don't fucking listen. I'm gonna bang you in your mouth next time.
Though to my knowledge, this person has never actually been tracked down. But by far the most common sentiment online.
I mean, he did threaten someone that same day that possibly they know each other, that I'm gonna bang you in the mouth.
Was that Ernest's friends were involved to some capacity, as none of them were injured and none of their possessions were taken, making it clear that at the very least this crime was targeted at the host. And on top of this, remember, Ernest never shared the address for that Airbnb, at least not publicly. And yet, these people just so happened to show up to the home at the exact moments that Ernest was by himself in the dark. And perhaps most chillingly, as the robbery is unfolding, you can hear one of Ernest's friends chuckling in the background.
This can't be one of my friends.
Though as concerning as this is, it is far from conclusive. And to this day, it appears that Ernest's case is slowly being lost to time, leaving us for now with only questions. And one of the more disturbing live streams I've ever seen.
Booking.com has all kinds of things, because some love a rustic cabin. Others feel differently. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.com.
Dunk on a nigga in the pants, bro.
Before we dive into our next case, I want to first thank today's video sponsor, Factor. I'll admit it, I have a bit of
Actually, Factor meals, they're actually pretty good. They're a nice sponsor. They're actually really good. I love the sun-dried tomato, chicken, zucchini noodle.
As evidenced by the previous case and several others discussed throughout the series, live streams are often a hotbed for disturbing moments online. And when researching Ernest's final stream, I came across yet another example of just how dark things can get when the camera is live. It happened on January 2nd, 2017, when a 14-year-old girl named Naika Venez went on Facebook Live with a caption. In the stream, Naika discussed how difficult life had been. Throughout the years, she had been placed in and out of countless foster homes, where her treatment ranged from poor to straight-up abusive. With this constant mistreatment leading her...
Hell no, that title was crazy though.
Based on the title of the stream, it was clear what her intentions were going to be. As the live stream progressed, hundreds of people flooded into the video to see what exactly was going on, as word quickly spread that something horrible was about to happen, though you wouldn't know it by looking at the chat. According to many watching, those in the comments had no sympathy for the girl, as many actually mocked her, calling her names, and even commented laughing emojis, as she desperately tried to open up, with those same commenters viewing this not as a cry for help, but as a cry for attention, outright pushing her to carry on with these intentions. And tragically, she did, all while the camera remained rolling. However, even after she followed through with this, the behavior of her chats didn't stop. Whether they assumed it was fake or just didn't care either way, the hateful barrage of insults actually got even more vile once she had obviously passed away. This went past just words, as people who knew her actually began making parody videos of the girl, replicating the position she was dead in, all while her livestream continued running. It would take over an hour before police would finally be called and retrieve her body, with the stream being shut down by Facebook shortly before.
What happened?
It was an awful situation all around. But what I found most saddening about this was her final reason for doing what she did, as she stated simply that she just wanted to be with her real mother. Even after she went through with this, the behavior of her chats didn't stop. Whether they assumed it was fake or just didn't care either way, the hateful barrage of insults actually got even more vile once she had obviously passed away. And past just words, as people who knew her actually began making parody videos of the girl, replicating the position she was dead in.
Oh nah.
When a 14-year-old girl named Naika Venez went on Facebook Live with a caption. In the stream, Naika discussed how difficult life had been. Throughout the years, she had been placed in and went on Facebook Live.
Like, it's not even funny though. Like niggas be bugging the fuck up, bro. Niggas be bugging the fuck up. Yo, chat. So I don't know what I could say. She fucking. She. Oh my gosh, chat. She ended herself on live. Why would she do that?
For everything that had happened, believing that they didn't do a good enough job of keeping her daughter safe, and they failed to try and reunite her with Naika. Because of the obvious emotion involved and the overall shocking nature of this case, the news report would quickly go viral, leading to widespread support for the grieving mother. However, this also caused some people to look a bit deeper into what exactly led up to this live stream, for which one piece of information was brought to light that somehow made this case even more upsetting. On the day that Naika's life came to an end, it was revealed that her mother was actually in the stream watching before and after it happened, seeing her own daughter having this mental breakdown, as well as seeing all those people in the chat mocking her, which made people feel even more sorry for Gina, as her plight was unimaginable. Though this wasn't the only revelation to come forward, as it was soon realized by the investigators looking into Naika's case that Gina had not only witnessed all of these people laughing at her daughter and egging her into ending her life, but she had also joined them as well.
Chat.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line.
I thought this shit just said she passed away in Waco.
Looks like we're walking. We'll get him at halftime.
Where the fuck
Only pay
is
for
where
what
is this guy?
Secret Clinical gives me triple sweat protection.
That was between 2 pounds of bread.
Thanks. Secret.
Oh, hell no. Show results with Waco.
Hashtag ADHD games played. You sad little DCF custody. That's why you are where you are. For this dumb shit and more. You keep crying wolf. You dead, you will get buried, life goes on after that doesn't listen to their parents, trying to be grown, seeking boys and girls' attention instead of her books. In a live stream where
This happened in Waco? Yo, don't tell me this shit happened in Waco.
she desperately wanted to be reunited with her mother.
Oh no, it happened in Miami.
But actively pushing her to follow
Miami.
plans, leaving
Miami
where
something
she outright
for it.
says that it doesn't matter if you live or die, life goes on. And it got even worse. The media also discovered that the reason Naika had been removed from her custody to begin with was because Gina had beaten her 30 plus times with a belt.
Talking about she will burn in hell.
When she was only 6 years old. On top of this, Gina often texted
What a
Naika
piece of
saying
shit
that she
to
wanted nothing
comment
to do with
that
her, despite the young girl
either
frequently
during
reaching
the
out and
suicide
begging to be
or
part of her
no
life.
love.
Eventually, Gina would tell
So
Naika's
now the
caseworkers
mother,
that
how
the
can
girl
it
is
say?
y'all's problem. I'm done with the game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The mom is dead wrong. Like, she's, oh shit.
When all she did was ask to see her brother.
Middle finger emojis to a little girl.
Amongst other things that are far more horrendous, but I really don't want to get into. And yet, after Naika's death, Gina had the audacity to go on television in an attempt to garner sympathy for a death that she clearly contributed to, saying that all she wanted was to be the girl's mother, despite rejecting her at every turn. And honestly,
She do that for
I
the
thought this
TV.
entire story would come to an end, until I noticed something strange when I was editing this video. Naika's Facebook page is still active. It's no longer posting anything original, but instead, the account is consistently reposting content from another page, a page run by Gina. After Naika's death, Gina seemingly seized control of the young girl's Facebook account, where she now posts her own content, which includes her attempting to defend the fact that she gave up on Naika.
Tell me what mother would accept a 13 going on 14-year-old in and out of detention centers.
You piece of fucking shit. You fucking piece of fucking shit. Please tell me this woman is fucking locked up, please.
Yeah, they do need to lock this lady up though, cause she's bugging the fuck up.
Thing in my life.
She let the she left the. Oh nah, she left her kid in the bed while dudes were.
People be like, you heard the rumors going around about you? And I did. But they forgot to tell you one thing. That I don't give a fuck. What's my name? My first name is Very Much. My last name is Unbomb.
And even some posts where she's promoting her podcast, as it seems that after all this, Gina's actually trying to carve out some sort of career as an influencer, as she posts videos garnering sympathy for the loss of her daughter, along with giving out parenting advice.
Like, there's so much stuff that parents need to do for their child that they're not motherfucking doing. They're not paying attention because they're taking the easy way out.
With all this making it even more obvious that Gina has little to no remorse for what she did.
You're a piece of shit.
He had to pause the video and say it again.
On the 11th of June, 2009, a young man named Eugene Latta took to an urban exploration forum and wrote in broken English, "Hello, I'd like to tell you about Odessa capital. Odessa is not far from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Under Odessa consists the biggest catacombs in the world. Their total length is more than 2,500 kilometers, so these catacombs are much bigger than the Paris catacombs. During World War II, a lot of citizens were hiding in the catacombs. A lot of them used to live there for a year and more, so even today it is possible to find nothing, food, and even dead bodies. Here, a lot of explorers get lost and even die there. Accompanied by a series of which stretched over 6,000 miles, its path deep below the surface of the earth. The structure was mainly the result of limestone mining many years ago, though despite this, it was never properly mapped and was, conversely, not often explored, essentially being a pitch-black maze to nowhere. Given that the area wasn't well known back in 2009, the post was met with amazement. Fellow urban explorers applauded the location and the photographs that Latta had taken, wanting to see even more. And since he was a native of the area...
Hold on, Chad. You know what I just thought about? I might pay somebody like 10, like $20 an hour to do something for me, for my music. I just thought about that. You know, I don't know if somebody would do that.
If you want, I can add more photos. As I said earlier, a lot of people get lost and even die under Odessa.
I'll pay him like 50, maybe like 30,
the dead body
30,
of a 19-year-old
50.
girl who had gotten lost.
Maybe he might throw him 50 ball.
Though
I
it's
don't know.
here, the image shows
But I'm trying to get somebody to do something for me for
they
my
stand
music.
behind a badly decomposed body. Understandably, this
Oh yeah, nah, it's not for my music. It's for my Twitch. But also, I need my music to be posted on there too. You somebody run a TikTok account. Run a TikTok account for me and then get me right on TikTok. Because I don't have a TikTok account and I will not be getting a TikTok account. I ain't gonna lie.
It was New Year's Eve, the final day of 2004, when a group of teenagers
I need somebody to clip farm for me. Pay somebody to clip farm for me so I can run up these Twitch views.
Very easily accessible. This one in particular just so happened to be located directly next to the public school, School 56, and had just been left wide open, making it the perfect place for friends to sneak a few drinks. As the group began to grow more intoxicated, one of the girls wandered off in search of a place to relieve herself. However, she apparently took one too many turns and soon found herself completely alone. She cried out, but the tunnels were just too complicated. Each step she took led her more and more into obscurity.
Lowe's had his first legal drink in 2005. That's great, bro. So apparently now the drinking age is 10 years old. So great, man. Good.
Maybe they didn't. We really don't know. But in their drunken state, they left the tunnels without their parents and never went back.
Niggas at 05. That's crazy.
If she 10 and 05, holy shit, LMAO. I've never understood this fascination with like acting. Like, dude. So you're okay. I want to know what age you consider old.
What age do you consider old? Like 60. Like 50, 60.
It wouldn't have lasted long.
Well, now, I'll say that's Unk stage. Unk is around 50. 40 to 50. That's Unk stage, around 40 to 50. I ain't gonna bap. Nah, I say like 39 to 50. I ain't gonna lie. Nephew's like 10 to like, nephew's like 10 to like 16, 17, 16. YN's is, I'll say like 16 to 21, 22. Maybe 20. I don't know.
3 long months later, in April of 2005, Lata and his group would
And
stumble
then it
across
goes
the
out
body,
from there. I ain't
immediately
gonna lie.
reporting their findings to the police. But law
I'm
enforcement
stuck.
refused to even try and venture down there in order to retrieve her, as they knew just how dangerous and unmapped this environment was. It would take 2 long years for her body to be recovered.
What?
A friend of Lata writing
2
a
years?
strongly letter to the government that included a photo of Masha's body.
2 years?
It is unimaginable to be trapped in a place like this with no means of escaping.
In a cave, folks. 2 years in a cave, she's stuck. And it took her 2 years to find her.
As even with the added context, many were still left with pressing questions. Were Masha's friends involved in some way with her death? Had they
Is that a picture of her dead body?
With no means of escaping? It has to be the absolute worst way to go. And because of the gruesome nature of the story and the photograph, it spread all throughout the online world, where it became a...
Yo! Yo! Chat. I can't even show this on stream. I can't even show this on stream. This is crazy. I definitely can't show this on stream. I thought this bitch is just jam vlogging. It's lagging. What you mean it's lagging? It's lagging? Hold on. It's lagging? Is it you said it's lagging? Oh. Shouldn't be lagging. Hold on. I'm gonna end my stream and then I'm gonna start it back up. Give me a second.